the model of the lower leg and put it onto, in contrast to the waist model here. And I positioned this at the dimension from the waist down to the knee. And just pop this in, I can get it exact. So it was that. So you've got one side, you've got the dimensions of it, you've got the correct distance from the waist to the knee. This is all going to help you to build the model. You've got this side because you've got the cavity distance for the body thickness and the width of your upper leg at the top. So what you can do is then also fill in the gaps here for the higher part, higher section of the upper leg. So again, you're just creating a rectangle from what you've already got in terms of the waist model. So that's dead easy to create these distances because you can just measure them easily off your waist model that you've already created. We're then going to add some risers up where you can measure this distance again from the cavity that fits into here for these risers. And then you're going to create a straight on this side, the inside leg, and a slope to represent sort of the thigh as it comes up and slopes out. So what you end up with is something that looks like this, and you've got the height of the risers at the base here next to the top of the lower leg. Now, although it seems complicated, that's quite easy because a lot of the dimensions you've got. So now what we're going to do is just take a long piece of cardboard edging, longer than this piece, and just add it onto the model, and you can get the exact height of this diagonal. And remember, this side's straight, the inside leg is straight. So you can then measure off, having got that piece and laid it onto the model, you can then measure off the height of the risers that you need here and here. Once you've got this side, where it's nice and easy because it's straight, you can then look at this side where it slopes slightly and just mirror from what you've got on this side to this side. So add some risers in. It's going to look something like this. You, of course, will glue them in. Ooh. Now, if you're wanting to get the fits exactly right, you can trim down to get the same slope across that's on here that you've measured earlier with the cardboard edging from here to here. So then you can trim these down to the correct dimensions. And then for the top pieces, the lids, you're just going to create, again, it's like the lower leg. You're just going to create exactly the same dimension as you previously created. And on goes the lid or the top for the lower leg. Come on, behave. Right. And same again, the lid for the higher section here of the upper leg. And so now the only thing that's left is to join this leg to this leg, which you can just do with glue. You might need one extra piece across the width at the joining point, It depends on your leg shape. To make sure that the join is neat in terms of the dimensions. So I added just one extra, I don't know if you can see it, but I added just one extra L onto here because it's got to butt up against this flat as opposed to button up against this end. So that's how to produce the upper leg. And what I would say is have a go at it, see where you get to. You've got instructions as well, have a read through of that. And just take note of the shape that I've created for my right leg here. And once you've created this section and you're happy with it, add the platforms on the other side and create your other leg. Okay, that's your upper leg.